What's up, love bugs? It's your favorite queen of heart, Lady L to the IPS. Yes. You know, I'm coming out here today and I'm looking a hot mess. I decided that I was going to interrupt my Sunday relaxation because I wanted to bring y'all this quick video. It's the holidays, people are shopping. This is when people are thinking more of others than they are of themselves. And this thing, kept coming in my spirit, the power of appreciation. And I had two examples of that recently, and I want to share it to you guys because I was on the giving end twice, and I was on the receiving end once. And I basically had this epiphany, like people who are naturally and kind-hearted and thoughtful givers, they don't do so with the expectation that they're going to get something in return. They do it in hopes that it can make someone else feel seen, feel valued, feel appreciated, feel thought of, feel loved. And, sometimes that's gift enough for the giver. And I decided that not everybody understands the power of appreciation, but I do. So I'm coming to y'all with this video. I decided I'm still in my pajamas, so pardon me. It's Sunday. I ain't got nothing to do, so if my attire offends you, click off. But I definitely ripped that scarf off because my grandmama didn't play that, okay? She said if you go out in public, your hair better be looking good, your feet better be looking good, and everything else will fall into place. So, scarf removed. I basically was with family over the Thanksgiving holiday, and I didn't drive my own car, so I had to reach out to a relative who I knew owned a fleet of them, and I said, hey, is it possible to borrow one of your cars? I'll rent it from you. I just have a lot of moves to make, and I don't want to rely on anybody else. So this relative obliged, and I was able to benefit from one of their cars. So at the time I asked, and they said yes, I said thank you. At the time they left the keys and told me where to find them, I said thank you. At the time I picked up the vehicle to let them know I received the vehicle, I said thank you again. Not only when I left the vehicle where I picked it up at, I made sure I filled the tank up, and I made sure I left appreciation donation, because using their car cost me way less than it would if I would have had to rent a car. And my cousin's response was, you didn't have to do that. I want to get the money back to you. Your thanks is appreciation enough. And I said, I appreciate that. I said, I too am one of those people where a sincere, genuine thank you is all we need as givers to let us know that people appreciate what we've done for them, because we didn't have to, but we did, and I said the way I give thanks and the way I receive thanks are two different ways. And, I wanted to make that clear to him that I wasn't giving him the appreciation donation because I felt like he wanted it or needed it. I did it because that's how I show that I'm grateful, is to pay it forward. And, you could use that. Like I said, it's Christmas time. We're spending a lot of money. We're doing a lot of those things to make others feel good. And to basically just tap into who we are as kind, giving people. So, I move about my day and I'm thinking about how I was on the phone with some other family members, and they mentioned to me that there were a couple of kids were in need of, some winter boots, and, just in conversation that was on the list of things to purchase. So me and my son happened to be going to the outlet, and I'm in a shoe store, and he's carrying my boxes of shoes because I couldn't pass up the BOGO deal. And I happened to see winter boots. So I texted to the relative and I said, hey, is this your definition of winter boots? And would this be okay for the kids? And they was like, oh, yes, perfect. I was like, all right, I see them. They're a great price. I'm going to purchase them. And they was like, thank you. They said, thank you at the time of the offer. I purchased them and sent the picture and said purchased. They thanked me again. I really appreciated it. For me, that was enough. I could tell you was grateful. This person picked up the shoes and they was like, hey, I'm outside. I'm going to send such and such in the house to get the shoes. Thanks again. Wonderful. That was the third thanks. Wasn't needed, but I know you were grateful. Not only did they thank me, not once, not twice, but 3 times, but they had the kids FaceTime me and say, thank you for the shoes. And that was even the cherry on top, because their parent had already done so many times that I knew that this thing that I had gave them was already appreciated. But that was really, it was touching and it was well received, because it lets me know that she is teaching her children to show gratefulness and appreciation when somebody does something for you and they don't have to. And I don't think a lot of us really understand the power of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And people say, well, I don't do things to get things done in return. I do them out of the kindness of my heart. Yes, I do too. But I want a damn thank you. I want to know that you appreciate it. You ain't just gonna thanks me and think that that's okay, because that's going to make me not want to be kind to you. Instead, what I'm going to do is take that kindness that naturally reserves in my heart and that is so innate to who I am, and I'm going to take it and then place it in a plate of someone who really truly appreciates when others does for them. Because if you coming off at the type of person where you can do it on your own, or you didn't ask, I didn't ask you for that, or I didn't say I needed that, that's even more reason to thank somebody, because it wasn't a request. It wasn't an identified or spoken need. It was somebody paying attention maybe to your circumstances. Somebody who, maybe God placed it on their heart to be a blessing to others and they freaking chose you. Or it could be just them simply be like, you know what? I like how this person is moving. They're, amazing. And I just want to take one burden off of their plate and do this thing for them. And for the person who basically goes above and beyond because they didn't have to, a simple thank you. I appreciate it. I love that you thought of me. That goes a long way. So don't automatically assume that because you didn't ask, or because you didn't let it be known that it was a need, or because, it was something that you didn't feel like they needed to do for you. It doesn't mean that your ungrateful ass don't have to show appreciation. And I'm just telling you right now, it's this time of year when people pay attention to those who are grateful and appreciative and those who aren't, because your lack thereof is not going to change who we are, but it may change the blessings you receive in the future. So when you are faced with recognizing somebody for their good deeds and appreciating somebody for their good deeds, please understand that recognition is good, but appreciation is better. You know what I'm saying? Value is really what drives the desire of kind-hearted people to continue to do good. Because when you value someone and you show them and you tell them that you appreciate them, it really focuses on who we are as a person and not what we do for you as the receiver. So today is a better day than any to think of someone who has done something kind for you in the recent past, or if they are going to do something for you in the future and you kind of got an inkling, or if you're surprised by someone's generosity, show genuine, sincere appreciation for what it is that they do, because blessings don't come often and those things aren't always abundant. And that appreciation really could be the foundation of you receiving more in the future, because not only are they watching, but God is watching. And your ancestors are watching, and the universe is watching, and whoever your higher power is, they're all watching. Because the more you can be humble and be grateful for what it is that others do for you when they don't have to do shit at all, the better it'll be for everybody else. So happy holidays. Y'all take care. Y'all stay well. Y'all be blessed. But most of all, be grateful. Peace.